second reading out of Tallgrass Prairie Reader. I'd like to pick one of my favorite ones in here, the one by Walt Whitman. You probably know Walt Whitman is arguably the great American poet, certainly one of the most important American poets. And then he made a trip out into the prairies, and I like this one because it's obvious he was expected to give a talk in Topeka. They were no doubt waiting for the American poet to show up, but he had stopped in Lawrence and was partying with the students at the University of Kansas and didn't make it. So that sounds like Walt. That sounds like a poet. He was not the first or the last poet to miss a gig because he was partying and drinking. But in any case, in his typical style here, he celebrates the prairie. This is on page 67 here. America's characteristic landscape. Speaking generally as to the capacity and sure future destiny of that plain and prairie area, larger than any European kingdom, it is the inexhaustible land of wheat, maize, wool, flax, coal, iron, beef, and pork, butter and cheese, apples and grapes. Land of 10 million virgin farms. To the eye, at present, wild and unproductive. Yet experts say that upon it, when irrigated, may easily be grown enough wheat to feed the world. Then, as to scenery, giving my own thought and feeling, while I know the standard claim is that Yosemite, Niagara Falls, the Upper Yellowstone, and the like afford the greatest natural shows, I am not so sure, but the prairies and plains, while less stunning at first sight, last longer, fill the aesthetic sense fuller, precede all the rest, and make North America's characteristic landscape. Indeed, through the whole of this journey, with all its shows and varieties, what most impressed me and will longest remain with me are these same prairies, day after day and night after night, to my eyes, to all my senses, the aesthetic one most of all, they silently and broadly unfolded. Even their simplest statistics are sublime. Good old Walt.